Breeze now on first down. He's got his man. It's Brandon Coleman. And that time he's smothered as he's wrestled down at the 47-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. On first and 10, here's Breeze. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Wilson forced out to his left. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Here's Thomas Rawls with his first carry. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Off the play fake to Rawls. Wilson. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. A good pickup there at 22.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola. And then, of course, to Stanford. And, boy, he's been good. Here's Rawls. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And that's incomplete.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. And he finds Jimmy Graham. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate. Gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage, but now...
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Doug Baldwin, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. And he puts it through. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This will be fielded at the 6. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 22-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He gets it to Thomas. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard, right near the 39. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. Coleman has it here right side. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. It's a big play there for the Saints. 46 yards. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Breeze to throw on second down. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas from 10 yards out. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And this one through the uprights and good. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 2nd down, Rawls. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
But Nick Fairley's on his game. He is your prototypical defensive tackle who can make disruptive plays. Great hands, really good quickness.
And Graham's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. It's caught outright by Graham. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. About 3 yards there to the 27.
But they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
A good pickup there at 22.
I know that halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his big catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. They'll try to run with Rawls. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Thomas Rawls, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This one fielded at the 5. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. And he motions the wide receiver. On first down, Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Wilson now to throw again. He's going to air one out. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. That goes for a gain of 31. First down, this is Rawls. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up. On second down, Wilson. Incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
This could very well be 4-down territory, but right now we focus on 3rd and goal from the 1. On the ground, Rawls. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Thomas Rawls with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And his throw here's incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them?
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
On first down, Breeze. And he whips that one incomplete there. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and that'll bring up second down.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Back to the air on second down. It's Breeze. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn, 64 yards. And the Saints are back within a score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. So after the INT, it's Breeze. Caught on the left side by Ginn. And he'll go down at the 28. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. Oh, and now he bowls him over. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Well, it didn't work there. Are you okay with that play call? First and goal from this far back, trying to get it to the outside.
I am. They feel like they've got a little bit more room there to operate. What they were counting on is picking up a few yards and keeping the playbook open for the next down going forward. Instead, they've changed everything. Now they have to only go in one direction, and that's likely throwing the ball.
Shift together here from the D-line. Second and goal as the offense looks to try to punch it in. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to third and goal. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll try and run. Ingram. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. They're running. Ingram. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. Ingram denied on 4th and goal. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. And tough starting field position here. Now Wilson back into his end zone. Baldwin with it over the middle. And able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On second down, here's Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Well, add that play to his resume, Real, because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and now it's 3rd down. And the back goes into motion. On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. And this is caught at the end. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively, because once they get there, they believe they're in field goal.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And he will be time has now run out on this first half of action. Why does Larry always do that? He just stops talking. But let's go play the third quarter. I'm psyched. That'll be taken in the end zone. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us?
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Paul Richardson, 78 yards. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, is what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after him early.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now Breeze throwing on second down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. Breeze going to try and throw on third down. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
That ball was tipped in the air, and while it ultimately fell incomplete, it caused a few anxious moments for the guy slinging it, who's had quite a day. He knows how to get it into the end zone. He's throwing it really, really well, and maybe Lady Luck is on his side because he avoided his first interception of the contest.
Well, I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. To throw is Breeze. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. They get 25 yards out of that one. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Mike Bennett able to drop him for a loss of 4. On second down, here's Breeze. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Now Breeze. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 29. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, Extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed. We all know that teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Kill. Ready. Kill.
Now Breeze to try again after the pick six. It's brought in right side by Ginn. Ted Ginn's gonna go. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints get a bit closer. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. And
Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Breeze now on first down. It's complete. Fleener, right side. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Here's Breeze to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. He's then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. They go again with Rawls. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. That good for 19 and a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense, because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when it's
looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He sets to fire deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. In motion is the tight end, Graham. Wilson going to give to Rawls. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
23 yards on the play. Now receiver in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Thomas Rawls punching it in from a yard away. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Now Wilson. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This will be fielded at the 6. And he is knocked down from the side at the 23. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Bobby Wagner leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean.
Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Breeze now to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Breeze got to have this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And my goodness, that means this next drive will begin 4 yards from the end zone already. From the 4-yard line, it's 1st and goal now. Oh, Wilson going to throw. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. On 3rd and goal, Procise. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. C.J. Procise, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Rawls will try and run it in. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. He's going to let it fly. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at second down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. Now Breeze. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Halfback sent in motion. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I...
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They've got this big lead. They said, forget 1, we want 2. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable that they even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? Especially from the 15-yard line. Oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
Oh, he's got a little daylight.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Bobby Wagner in there with pressure yet again. And that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. Breeze to throw on 2nd down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain. That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Wilson wants to throw it. And he's taken down here by the Saints. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.